When you're a celebrity, there are a whole lot of eyes on you, obviously. And that can also cause a lot of targets on your back too. And some of those targets can come from your own family, proving that when you're a celebrity, you really can't trust anyone. I'm Mackenzie, you're watching Inform Overload, and let's get into the top 10 celebrities sued by their family members. In at number 10, Vanessa Bryant. Vanessa Bryant not only lost her husband and daughter this year, but now she's being sued by her own mother. Vanessa's mother, Sophia Lane, filed a lawsuit on December 15th of 2020 for financial support. The legal documents claim that Lane was an unpaid longtime personal assistant and nanny to the family, and that the late NBA athlete, quote, promised to take care of her for the rest of her life. But Vanessa Bryant denied these claims and alleged that her mother was never a nanny and that her mother was using this lawsuit to extort money from her family. Lane then responded back in a statement to Us Weekly, admitting that she never wanted to air things out publicly, but had no choice but to respond after Vanessa responded publicly, with her saying in the statement that she just wanted the money that she was owed and to get what she was promised. But instead, Lane says that Vanessa has been severing ties with her mother ever since Kobe and Gigi passed. This one's definitely messy and a little sad, but I'm really interested to see how the court ruling goes with this one. In at number 9, Leighton Meester. The Gossip Girl star did not come from money like her on-screen character Blair Waldorf did, and she actually grew up in a pretty rough household with a single mother. But after Leighton made it big, she started giving money to her mother to support her younger brother, with court documents showing $7,500 was given each month. But instead of using the money to support her brother's medical bills like she was supposed to, Constance Meester was allegedly using the money for things like plastic surgery and hair extensions. This then caused Leighton to file a lawsuit against her mother over the money being improperly used. Constance Meester responded by countersuing the star for $3 million, saying in the suit that she had, quote, sacrificed her happiness to support Leighton's acting career. But of course, Leighton ended up winning that lawsuit. In at number 8, Sofia Vergara. This might be the most unique case of an actor getting sued because Vergara was sued by her frozen pre-embryos. The embryos were frozen to be used by her and her ex-fiance, Nick Lobb. But the eggs never ended up being fertilized and the couple ended up breaking up. Lobb pushed to get custody of the unfertilized eggs with the help of a pro-life group. And if you're wondering if it's legal for embryos to sue someone, because that sounds crazy, it's only legal in the state of Louisiana where the lawsuit was filed. I wasn't able to get a straight answer on how the suit was resolved. The Lobb's first suit was thrown out, so then he filed a second one, but I assume that will be dismissed as well. And at number 7, Ariel Winter. Ariel Winter is another actor that unfortunately had a rough upbringing, and this turmoil caused her to push for legal emancipation from her mother before she was 18. The emancipation came after claims that her mother, Chrysula Workman, was physically and emotionally abusive to Winter. As a way of firing back at the suit, Workman didn't sue her daughter, but instead an associate, Matthew Borlingini. This suit happened because Borlingini reportedly wrote an online comment saying, quote, this is a total falsehood. The mother is grasping and clawing to find a way not to lose her moneymaker and hide the fact that she's an abusive monster on an LA Times article, with Workman suing him for defamation. She ended up losing the suit, confirming that the claims made in the comment by Borlingini were true. And at number 6, Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean was sued by his father, Calvin Cooksey, for libel after Ocean made a comment about him in a Tumblr post. The suit was for libel, with Cooksey seeking $14 million in damages. According to Rolling Stone, Ocean wrote in the Tumblr post, quote, I was 6 years old when I heard my dad call our trans waitress an F slur as he dragged me out of a neighborhood diner, saying we wouldn't be served because she was dirty. That was the last afternoon I saw my father and the first time I heard that word, I think, although it wouldn't shock me if it wasn't. Cooksey responded to the claim saying that never happened, adding, quote, I have never discriminated against anyone transgender or heterosexual or homosexual. The offense the defendant describes on June 21st, 2016 never happened. The defendant is a scam artist, a fraud, and a hypocrite who deceived the LGBT community on June 1st, 2016 for the financial success of Ocean's album Blonde. Frank's father ended up losing that suit. How about number 5, LeAnn Rimes. LeAnn Rimes was forced to get into a legal battle with her family when her parents got a divorce. This was because Rimes was already hugely successful by the time she was 12, with her debut album going multi-platinum and becoming the youngest singer to win a Grammy Award ever, before that title was taken by the Pascal sisters in 2002, with the star having a net worth of roughly $20 million by that time. But when Rimes' parents divorced, Rimes sued her father and former manager for spending $7 million of her money on their own things. But then in 2001, Rimes' father decided to countersue, saying that his daughter spent her money frivolously, claiming it was spent on expensive cars for her boyfriends. And at number 4, the Kardashian family. Although Blac Chyna isn't technically related to the Kardashians, she's now part of the family whether they like it or not, thanks to the birth of their daughter Dream. In 2017, the legal battle kicked off when Chyna sued the entire Kardashian family over claims of assault, battery, domestic violence, defamation, and interference with prospective economic relations. The legal documents state that Rob was physically and emotionally harmful to Chyna while they were together. And then when Chyna left him, he did harmful things for revenge, like releasing her lewd photos to the internet. Chyna also accused the family of prematurely ending her and Rob's reality TV show, Rob and Chyna, with the suit saying, quote, "In addition to the battery and harassment claims, Chyna says Rob and his family intentionally interfered with the show Rob and Chyna so E wouldn't bring it back for a second season, which harmed Chyna personally, professionally, and financially." As of now, the suit is still ongoing, but Chyna got a small when the production company was forced to hand over unused footage of Chyna from the show. And at number 3, Ted Levine. The actor, known for his role in Silence of the Lambs, was sued by his brothers and sisters because they claimed that the actor pressured them into selling their family business for far less than it was worth. The business was a barbecue restaurant owned by their parents, but after the parents died, allegedly Levine told them to auction it off. Ted Levine's brother Mick claimed that Ted would berate him in emails, saying things like, quote, "You crazy effing C word." Part of the suit claimed that the actor was mentally ill, and that's what caused him to sell the restaurant below its value. Mick says in his documents that Hollywood is the bad guy, exploiting his brother's mental illness, saying, quote, "Hollywood only profits from his illness. It's more grist for the entertainment mill. They rattle Ted's chain and then roll the cameras." Adding that's why Ted usually portrays a sociopath or psychopath. The sale of the property that was valued at $554,000 was sold to the highest bidder for $325,000. So based on that, I understand why the family is mad. In at number 2, Britney Spears. Although Britney didn't get sued by her father, Jamie Spears, she has been in a fierce legal battle with him for about the last year. And she's doing everything in her power to get her father, Jamie, removed from her conservatorship, as he's been in control of it for the last 12 years. For the majority of those years, Jamie was co-conservator with Britney's attorney, Andrew Wallet. But then in 2019, Wallet removed himself from the conservatorship, leaving the whole thing in the hands of Britney's father. This then caused Britney to file a lawsuit in 2019 to get Jamie removed off the conservatorship. The legal battle has been playing out slowly ever since, and sadly Jamie seems to keep winning. Outrage against the situation has caused the hashtag Free Britney movement to go viral, with fans pleading to let Britney out of the conservatorship. As of now, not much has changed, but here's hoping that she can get someone else in control of her fortune. And finally, number 1, Chris Perez. Chris Perez was married to Selena Quintanilla Perez, and after Selena was sadly killed by her assistant, Chris had to deal with a lot of drama with his in-laws. Selena's father, Abraham Quintanilla, sued Perez because he was making a series about his late wife. The suit claimed that Chris was unauthorized to produce such a project, and the property rights of the singer belonged to her family. Abraham ended up winning that suit. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Let me know your thoughts below. Which one of these lawsuits do you think were needed, and which did you find the craziest? Before I head out, I'm going to shout out some comments to my video on Netflix canceling Shia LaBeouf. MGF said, yet Amber Heard is still getting movie deals. Makes no sense. It's awful. Just who is making these decisions? Then Terry said, and to think he's the guy who's dancing with young Maddie for Sia's music video. Yeah, that music video in general always felt weird to me, and it just feels, it's just a strange music video all around. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Then CL Brearley said, it's good Netflix has distanced themselves but not canceled the film. All the other people who worked hard on it shouldn't be canceled for that. I hope he gets help and he doesn't get away with it. I completely agree. I don't think it would have been right for them to cancel the film for no reason. Tons of other people worked hard on it. It's a great film. It's getting so much acclaim. So they made the right decision to distance from him. Don't take it away from everyone else who worked on the film. Then Ms. Megan said, I agree with Mackenzie. I appreciate Shia for apologizing for his actions instead of denying them and gaslighting the women that he hurt. I'm also glad he's taking responsibility for his actions and trying to get the help that he needs. Couldn't agree more. He seems like he's really owning up to it and just wants to become a better person, and I hope that is the truth. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you made it all the way here, and if you liked the video and want to see some more, make sure to like and sub to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.